This episode's brought to you by mobcasting.org, where online content creators showcase their work. Hey, this is your host Anthony Dinar and your co-host Brandon Hayes.
Hello.
And today we got a special guest with us, Marcia Howard.
Hey.
She's been, very special. She's been on a guest on our podcast, torchvision.com, where we do movie reviews. And this is sort of movie related because he's been in several films. And
Who has?
This is Bruce Lee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know who this is. God damn it.
Do they know who this is?
Everyone knows who Bruce Lee is, and everyone knows who Brandon Lee is too.
No.
Yes.
Who's Brandon Lee?
Yeah, bullshit. You've watched The Crow 1,000,000 times.
Maybe.
Yeah. So this is for the Game Boy Advance. This is an incredibly difficult game, actually, to
Game
play.
Boy Advance?
Yeah, Game Boy Advance. Yep. So, have you played any Bruce Lee video games?
Me, no.
Look at that graceful fall.
Yeah.
I'm a disgrace to the Lee family.
I was gonna say, this must have been Anthony playing.
Yeah, this is me. But look at me, I'm kicking their ass. Oh, and getting a couple
So
hits.
it's like, what, side-scrolling?
So yeah, it's a platformer. You're side scrolling. One hit kill on those spikes. It's a fairly easy game until you get to the point where you where I gave up is like you get where you have to be stealth. It's no longer just fight your way through like a superhero.
Like Metal Gear?
Yeah. You get into this spot where you have to be stealthy, and I couldn't do it.
But this is funny because we just recently did a Ninja Turtles game called The Legend Returns. Now we're doing Bruce Lee, A Legend Returns. And then this is Marcia's second episode of Low Score, so another Legend Returns. They never pay off like you hope.
No, they don't.
Damn.
Would you get a Game Boy Advance? Do you have a Game Boy Advance?
I do have a Game Boy Advance.
Do you? So, well, it sucks that you don't have this in your library.
I probably would have given it a little bit of a play.
I mean, this looks fine, but honestly, it's nothing special.
I probably just play it once to say I played a Bruce Lee video game.
You can only carry like one weapon at a time. See how I just dropped that? So like you get stealthy weapons. And they're like darts or whatever, so you need those to kill some of the enemies. And this is like a end boss kind of thing going on here right now.
You know, I don't really like Bruce Lee films. I don't really care for that genre of like the kung fu action movies.
Everyone just cared about his physical like body and ability. That's why people watch those, I think.
Well, I think the most interesting aspect of all of it is when he died. Like, he had this whole empire that people loved his movies, and then he died, and it's like, well, we can never get those back. And so then all of a sudden, like, all these Bruce Lee clones came out, and they had all these knockoff movies like Bruce Lie, and
come on,
they would
really?
change their names, and there's like this really funny movie called like The Clones of Bruce Lee, where some guy clones him like 3 times, and
God damn it.
It's there's some really funny post Bruce Lee death movies.
Well, do you think that
there's one that's called like Bruce Lee Rises from the Grave?
Oh, come on.
and like the opening scene is just him bursting out of a grave, and then the rest
Zombie
of the movie.
Bruce.
But it's not, because the rest of the movie is just a normal kung fu movie that has nothing to do with that opening scene.
Oh, that's dumb. But like, how do you even get the rights to say like, you know, Bruce Lee rising from the grave?
It was just at a time, I guess, when no one cared.
Yeah, maybe.
It wasn't
Just
that guy
Wild
snuffed
West
out
of filmmaking.
He died like really early, right? In his prime of making movies?
Yeah, he did. He was, he was in great shape, really. I don't know why he died, but it wasn't like a tragedy like Brandon Lee, though.
Do you think?
I can't remember, but it was horrible circumstances that
Yeah.
he died, but I can't remember how.
But it was like like pseudo-natural causes or whatever.
Do you think that if he would have not died, that he would have turned out like Steven Seagal?
Oh, and he would just become Fat Lee?
Fat Lee. Actually, I think he was allergic to something. I think he had an allergic reaction to something ridiculous like fucking Tylenol and died.
You know what's funny is like we could have easily looked this up, but we didn't. And we should have known that it would become a topic, so we could have done some research. But...
Yeah.
I think it was the aspirin thing. Or
yeah,
whatever.
I think so. I think it was. But like this basically was the start for even what's that one guy who uses all of his surroundings?
Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Like if it wasn't for Bruce Lee, do you think Jackie Chan would have been Jackie Chan?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was still born and everything.
Well, I mean,
he
like,
didn't invent the fighting style.
No,
you know?
but he made it cool.
Paving the way for maybe Japanese films to be in America and actually be a popular thing.
Yeah, yeah. And like Jackie Chan was more goofy than Bruce. Bruce Lee was very serious.
You got like Jet Li.
Jet Li.
A little bit more serious.
Like Brandon Lee was an actor that died on the set of The Crow.
He didn't even make it to a prime.
Yeah, that was a shame.
He was right starting and doing really good, and I don't even know if that was his first film or what.
So apparently, how he ended up dying, Brandon Lee, was like the actor who had the gun. There were blanks in the revolver, and so it actually pushed the bullet a little bit, and it was stuck in the barrel. And then when they went to, because they wanted like a louder sound, or they wanted like fire to actually show out of the barrel or something, so they put in enough powder for like a regular shot, but they didn't think that there was a bullet inside the barrel, and so I guess that's ultimately what ended up killing him. It's ridiculous that the reason that I know that is because we watched an Unsolved Mysteries episode with Bruce Lee. Remember that, Brad?
Yeah.
We bought like this packet of this part sucks. They hit me.
Yeah, you
down,
can
like,
see how
several
interesting
times.
this game is since we're not talking about it.
Oh yeah, we don't have to talk about this at all. So anyway, Unsolved Mysteries.
Unsolved Mysteries, yeah. That was like a thing that we grew up with, and we bought a huge box set, and that was one of them. And unfortunately, there was like lots of like stupid, goofy bullshit, like fucking witches and like psychics and like stupid stuff. And this was like one of the few normal ones. Yeah, like fuck this part of the level.
It's because you're not nut punching him right. You see him going for the nut punch, you gotta get him in the nuts.
Yeah, but they don't get close enough.
But then Mystery Science Theater, Unsolved Mystery Science. That box set was $400.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
And so we bought that. We watched.
Oh my god!
And we were pretty much like, yeah, this doesn't hold up. It's not as good as we remember it. Half the box set is stuff we don't care about. So we sold it on eBay, and we got our money back, and actually used that money to pay for the Switch, the Nintendo Switch that we now have. But so it went to good use. But it's funny that like we got rid of that box set also because we heard that it was coming to streaming.
Yeah, you can stream it on Amazon, and so we're like, fuck, we gotta sell this stuff now.
Before no one wants it anymore.
Yeah, and we get stuck with it, because like that was a huge price to pay.
Well played, sir.
Yeah, it was some sucker bought it off of us, and now is stuck with it.
Snuck up right behind him.
So now we're on a boat, and see how I can hide in the shadows. It's like they want you to be all stealthy, but they're not requiring it right now. So I say fuck it and just go through it. Yeah, I'm getting kind of bitched around.
That's some interesting kick style.
Yeah, the split.
I kick you from the front and the back.
All the doors in this level kind of reminded me of like Hotel Mario or Moonwalker.
Oh yeah, we did that episode too. That was great.
I mean, the game was shit, but the commentary was good, at least in our opinion.
It was fun to even watch the game being played. Marcia, like we've played games a lot growing up. We've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
But I don't think you watch any of our episodes. You're just a podcast kind of fan, right?
Yeah.
So, if you were to pick any game to make an episode out of, what would you pick?
Did you do Jaws yet?
We did Jaws for PlayStation 2, where you actually play as Jaws.
Oh, but not the
Not the NES version.
No, not the NES version. It was Jaws Unleashed for PlayStation 2. That was a great episode.
You know what game was awesome? Was Pinbot.
Pinbot?
Yeah, it was just a pinball game. Downside is they never saved your scores. When you entered in your scores, you'd be like, yeah, I got racked up this awesome score, and it didn't save it.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
What was
you sure you're
for?
NES.
Oh,
I still have it, too.
Are you sure that, like, your battery just wasn't dead in the cart? Because there's a little, like, watch battery inside the
Probably not
cartridge.
for Pinbot.
Probably not.
It was more top of the line games.
Yeah.
Trying to think of a game. I don't know. Like, does this, like, all platforms?
No way, we got all
old
kinds
platforms.
We got all kinds of crazy shit.
You know, one game I absolutely loved because I liked animals was, and I never did very well at it. I never got very far. Was Echo the Dolphin.
Oh,
I was all about that game, and I
Jesus.
sucked at it.
Jesus.
I never understood the appeal of that game, and there's like a dozen sequels.
There is.
Really?
It was
I
a
only knew
huge
2 of
thing.
them. I only owned one. That Lion King game was really hard. I
You
remember
like a
that
lot of
as kid.
animal stuff.
Yeah.
I like animals.
You should check out our episode about vet life.
What?
Where like you like basically take care of animals in the vet.
Yeah, you like wipe eye boogers out of weasel eyes and stuff.
Yeah, and you like
it's amazing.
This is a game?
yeah,
Awesome motion control gameplay.
yeah, for the Nintendo Wii.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a little too real for me.
Yeah. What else do you like? You do to pets in the vet? You know?
Well, as everyone liked to make fun of me, evidently I like to hit them with my car.
Oh Jesus Christ! What's wrong with you?
I don't try to hit them. I just run out in front of the road, but...
Luckily, I've never hit anyone with my car. Look at it. Look, it's Snoop Dogg in the Men in Black. See that?
You also like to do Pokemon Go.
I do like to play Pokemon Go.
Because when you came here last night, you cleared
Saving
out our
you.
entire neighborhood
Yes.
of wild man keys.
Yeah.
And that was, I appreciate that. Because I don't want that shit around
Hanging
here.
around your house.
Yeah,
No,
man.
who needs
There was
that?
one right in the living room.
We clearly had a man key problem, and we needed an exterminator, and here you were. You took care of it.
Thanks. Anytime.
So, like, here we go. Like, I have to be stealthy, and this is the end of the video. I couldn't go any further. I actually wanted to see how far I can get. I'm like, maybe this could be a long play. You know, every episode.
You know what's funny is like, you should go into every game wanting to get as far as you can get.
Isn't that the point of getting
You just
a game?
said that like that was this was a special exception. Like, you know what? This game I actually wanted to try and play.
No. Yeah, exactly. It just shows you how bad I am.
Oh.
At fucking playing these games. But you know, I do try to see how far I can get. And this is it.
Is he climbing waffles?
Yes, Marcia. Climbing waffles. Look, how'd he fucking see me right there? That's bullshit.
Probably making a lot of noise, crunching on those waffles.
So like I finally like get down here
Oh,
and get on the
a
other side
gong.
of him, and yet there's nothing I can do. I'm fucked.
What are you supposed to do?
I'm supposed
Climb
to get
the
on that,
waffles.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get on that waffle up there.
To get the blue key?
Yeah. This is it. Fuck this game. Fucking hate this game.
We still got time.
It's bullshit. I'm
No,
out of here.
I think the footage is dead now. So
Did it just freeze?
thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Boy.